Good morning. I'm meteorologist Kevin Smith at the National Weather Service in Pocatello. This is your Southeast Idaho weather hazard briefing for Sunday, August 8th. Key points here for the next few days. We do have a brand new storm system that's going to be working its way across the northern Rockies today into tonight. And that means breezy conditions for our forecast area here in southeast Idaho. So a few impacts related to this. We are expecting some moderate wave action out on American Falls Reservoir, and winds are not expected to be quite strong enough for us to pull the trigger on a lake wind advisory, but for those who may be recreating out there today, particularly with small craft, do keep in mind that the wind and waves will be with you. Elsewhere, we do recommend you secure loose outdoor items for the breezy conditions coming in this afternoon and this evening. There will be a cold front associated with this system as well, a pretty decent one that's going to cross the region late this afternoon, extending into tonight from northwest to southeast. This will help to scour out some of that smoke that we're still dealing with across the region and hopefully provide us a little bit better break from that. Mostly dry conditions expected with this system. There's not a lot of moisture to work with, at least locally here in Idaho. Further north as you head into Montana and maybe the Idaho Panhandle, a better chance of showers and thunderstorms. But that said, can't rule out a few isolated thunderstorms to the north and east of the Snake Plain. Now, as soon as we get beyond today, really quiet, low-impact conditions expected for the brand new week. Warming temperatures as we go day by day. I'll show you those here in just a moment. It will be drying out as well as far as relative humidity values, but currently we're not expecting enough wind for us to meet what we call critical fire weather criteria for things like a red flag warning. Overall forecast confidence in these trends, pretty solid here as we head into the next 4 or 5 days. Current satellite loop this morning, a little hard to pick out, but our low pressure system that's moving in with the breezy conditions today and the cold front is right here in the Seattle area early this morning, and this will continue to track to the east as we go over the course of the day today. Weather and impacts outlook, we're very front-loaded. All of our impacts and really weather to note here is today with very quiet conditions Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday across the region, other than warming temperatures, getting back up to near seasonal and little above average conditions as we go on. So today, breezy conditions expected for all areas here on our chart. Windiest in the Arco Desert. I'll show you a graphic in a moment how these winds are going to shake out here during the afternoon and evening. Areas of smoke continuing today as well until that cold front arrives, and I think that front is going to do a decent job at scouring some of that out for us. And then a few isolated thunderstorms, again, north and east of the Snake Plain. Watches, warnings, advisories this morning. Nothing locally in our area. There are some red flag warnings in surrounding states here and a wind advisory as you get up into Lemhi County. Again, not just for the lake wind, but also for our whole area. Not quite reaching the criteria we look for to issue a wind advisory, although it may come pretty close out over the Arco Desert today. Not shown here, we also have air quality alerts that are in effect for the weekend from the Idaho Department of Environmental Conservation for that smoke. This was the scene just 2 days ago from the webcam that we have here at our office next to Pocatello Airport. And just very smoky conditions, and many of you sent us some great pictures of this on social media, Facebook and Twitter. We do appreciate those whenever you have weather to report or interesting things to show us. Again, more smoke today, but hopefully improving behind that cold front. High temperatures today, quite warm, getting up into the mid-80s in our mountain regions and upper 80s to near 90 in the Snake Plain corridor and all of these typically warmer valleys here down across the southern highlands. Severe weather outlook today. This graphic does a pretty good job here from the Storm Prediction Center at showing you where the best chance of those isolated thunderstorms are with this system and this cold front. Really up north here as you get into portions of the Central Mountains north of Haley. Let me go back one. Also up here into Clark County and Fremont County. We may squeak out an isolated shower or thunderstorm as well over here in the southern highland, the Caribou Highland region. So from Rexburg down to just east of Idaho Falls, east of Pocatello, maybe an isolated storm as well. But for most of the rest of you, dry conditions, and we're generally not expecting any severe weather out of this. So this is a graphic we've been preparing this morning for social media, and it does a pretty good job at giving you a snapshot of what we're expecting today for those breezy conditions. Best timing for the strongest winds about 1 p.m. this afternoon through a little on the late side, about 10 o'clock tonight. And those winds will linger overnight in portions of the southern highlands, particularly here south of Burley and south of Pocatello. That's because the cold front will still be moving through those areas after dark this evening into the middle of the overnight, so continued breezy there. Recommending you secure those loose outdoor items and just keep in mind those moderate waves on American Falls Reservoir. Eastern highlands down into Bear Lake, you can see 20 to 30 mile per hour peak wind gusts expected. Again, 1 p.m. to 10 p.m. is favored. And then the higher elevations, the mountain ranges up here in the Central Mountains, much of the Snake Plain corridor, Cassia County, 30 to 40 mile an hour gusts, and peak gusts may reach about 45 miles per hour here in the Arco Desert region where we have you shaded in orange. And I also highlighted here this area along Interstate 84 near Idaho. We get some good downsloping off of the mountains just to the west of the interstate there. May see a few gusts of about 40 to 50 miles per hour. Here come those warming temperatures here Monday, Tuesday. Now note here on the left, Monday we lose about 10 degrees off those high temperatures behind that cold front. It's going to be gorgeous out there, bright sunshine, temperatures anywhere from about 70 to 80 degrees across the region as shown. And then we start warming. Over here on the right is Tuesday, readings into the upper 70s to mid 80s. And as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, starting to see 90s, even some mid 90s creep back into the forecast, particularly eastern Magic Valley and some of the southern Highland valleys as well. Again, drying conditions over the course of the week, but so far not concerned about any systems and not seeing enough wind for critical fire weather conditions. And that's your briefing for Sunday, August 8th. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to us here at the office with the information shown at the bottom of this slide, and have a great day.